Solo Sikoa has temporarily taken over as the Bloodline's tribal chief while Roman Reigns is absent from WWE television. Legendary wrestling reporter Bill Apter believes the storyline development could lead to a feud between the family members further down the line. On April 7th, Reigns lost the undisputed WWE Championship to Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania XL. Since then, Sikoa has recruited Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga, and Tangaloa to the Bloodline. On June 28th, all four men attacked Reigns' special counsel Paul Heyman after he failed to acknowledge Sikoa as the tribal chief. Apter appeared on Sportskeeda's The Wrestling Time Machine with host Mac Davis and WWE Hall of Famer Teddy Long. He predicted that Sikoa will refuse to welcome Reigns back as the Bloodline's leader when he returns. I think Solo is not going to relinquish being the head of the table when Roman Reigns eventually comes back. And I think Roman and the Usos are going to be together and maybe some other Samoans will join. Maybe the Usos will reunite and go with Roman, Apter said. 049-110. Watch the video above to hear Teddy Long's thoughts on Jacob Fatu's first WWE appearance. Bill Apter on Solo Sikoa's latest Bloodline edition. On the June 21st episode of SmackDown, Jacob Fatu attacked Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton on his WWE debut. He also put Rhodes through the announce desk with a top rope splash. Bill Apter believes Fatu's addition to Solo Sikoa's new-look stable is already proving to be a good move. Jacob brought a fire into that situation that I have not seen in such a long time. Even fans who didn't know who the heck he was were like, oh my god, another Samoan, and this guy's crazy. He looked crazy. It was wonderful. 113-132, on July 7th, the Bloodline will face Orton, Owens, and Rhodes at Money in the Bank. What do you think the future holds for Solo Sikoa? Hit the discuss button and let us know. As the sun set over the bustling metropolis of Orlando, Florida, the wrestling world was abuzz with anticipation. The whispers of a potential power shift in the WWE's dominant faction, the Bloodline, had reached fever pitch. The tribal chief, Roman Reigns, had been the unquestioned leader for years, his iron grip on the Universal Championship cementing his status as the most formidable force in WWE. However, a new challenger had emerged from within the ranks, one with the same blood running through his veins, Solo Sikoa. The arena was packed, the air thick with excitement as fans waved their signs and chanted their favorite superstars' names. The big screen lit up, and the crowd roared as the familiar strains of Reigns' entrance music echoed through the stadium. Draped in his traditional Samoan garb, the tribal chief made his way to the ring, his presence commanding and intimidating. The WWE Universe had come to witness a confrontation that could change the landscape of professional wrestling forever. Roman stood in the center of the ring, the microphone in his hand trembling slightly. Solo, he began, his voice deep and resonant, it's time to bring back what belongs to me. The tribal chief status isn't just a title, it's our legacy, our heritage. The crowd fell silent, waiting for the response. Suddenly, the entrance ramp exploded with pyro, and Solo Sikoa emerged, his expression a mix of determination and defiance. Unlike Roman, Solo's path to this moment had been one of struggle and perseverance. He had carved his own identity within the Bloodline, earning respect and admiration through sheer force of will and unparalleled in-ring prowess. Solo stepped into the ring, the tension between the two men palpable. He took a moment to survey the crowd, then locked eyes with Roman. Roman, Solo began, his voice steady, I respect you, and I respect everything you've done for our family. But times have changed. I've proven myself, not just to you, but to the entire WWE universe. I've fought battles you wouldn't believe, and I've earned the right to be the tribal chief. The crowd erupted, divided in their loyalties. Roman's supporters cheered for their champion, while Solo's fans voiced their approval for the young contender. Roman's expression hardened, his grip tightening on the microphone. You think you can just take what I've built? This isn't about you, Solo. This is about our family, our ancestors. This is about respect. Solo took a step closer, his eyes never leaving Roman's. And I've earned that respect. You were the one who taught me that we fight for what we believe in. Well, I believe it's time for a change. The WWE needs a new kind of leader, someone who understands the struggles of the new generation. The arena's atmosphere grew even more charged as the two men stood face to face. Roman's eyes narrowed, and for a moment, it seemed like he might strike. But then he took a step back, his expression shifting from anger to something more contemplative. "I see," Roman said slowly, his voice almost a whisper. "You really believe you're ready for this? You're willing to risk everything for this moment?" Solo nodded, his resolve unwavering. "Yes, I am. And I'm not alone. The WWE Universe is ready for this change. They're ready for a new era." Roman lowered the microphone, his gaze searching Solo's face. Finally, he raised it again, his tone softer but no less intense. "Then let's see if you're truly ready. If you want the tribal chief status, you'll have to prove it. One-on-one, at SummerSlam. No excuses, no interference. Just you and me, fighting for the right to lead the bloodline." The crowd erupted into deafening cheers, the match set. Solo extended his hand, and after a tense moment, Roman shook it. The deal was sealed, and the wrestling world braced itself for one of the most highly anticipated showdowns in recent memory. The weeks leading up to SummerSlam were a whirlwind of training, interviews, and speculation. Legends of the sport weighed in, predicting the outcome. One such legend, Mick Foley, known for his brutal matches and iconic persona, offered a unique perspective. "I've seen many power struggles in my time," Foley said in an exclusive interview. "But this one is different. Roman has been a dominant force, no doubt about it. But Solo, he's got something special. There's a fire in him, a drive that reminds me of the greats. I wouldn't be surprised if he refuses to give that tribal chief status back to Roman, even if he loses. This is more than a match, it's a battle for the soul of the bloodline." As SummerSlam approached, the tension only grew. The night of the event, the arena was electric. Fans from all over the world had come to witness history in the making. The card was stacked, but everyone knew the main event was the real draw. Roman and Solo entered the ring, their eyes locked with intensity. The bell rang, and the match was underway. It was a brutal, hard-hitting affair, both men pushing each other to their limits. The crowd was on the edge of their seats, every move, every counter, bringing them closer to the edge. In the final moments, it seemed like Roman had the upper hand. He set up for his signature spear, but Solo countered with a devastating superkick, followed by a Samoan spike. The crowd erupted as Solo went for the pin. 1, 2, 3. The arena exploded with cheers as Solo Sikoa stood victorious. He had done it. He had defeated the tribal chief. But as Roman lay on the mat, defeated but not broken, he extended a hand to Solo. The new tribal chief helped his predecessor to his feet, a gesture of respect and acknowledgement. The WWE Universe watched in awe as the two men stood side by side, a new era dawning. Solo had proven himself, not just to Roman, but to the world. And in that moment, the future of the bloodline seemed brighter than ever.